Hello, 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 hello. We are doing the neutrals and we are going in ascending order. Unlike the rest of the videos, we're not going to talk about what classes the neutrals are playing best because that's not a thing. So we should get straight into this. Adaptive Amalgam, really good in Zami Priest and could be good in Hunter, I guess, if you're getting one drops from the deck. It's just a great card. Having an all, I like. I like a lot. Because of that, I'm giving Adaptive Amalgam 4 stars. Downside is some will like that you shuffle in the deck. Some, if you're not buffing it that much, and then in the late game you wanted a big card and you draw your 1 mana 1/2 that you've maybe got given Divine Shield and maybe +1/+1, you'd be a little bit annoyed. Tidepool Pupil, 5 stars. Played it in a lot of control decks. It's really good. It's really good. What more do you want me to say? Oh, you've got a legendary spell that is really broken and you can have one copy of it in the deck. Well, guess what? You get a second. Queen Ajara, we don't have her in standard, but let's say we did. We have a Queen Ajara like card coming up. Oh, guess what Tidepool's going to do? He's going to put the Per Colossus in your hand spell back into your Marin. Fuck it, Marin's in standard. Tidepool's in your hand. You're playing the Wondrous One with Marin, and then you luckily get your Crown, and you play Zarog's Crown. Guess what? Both of them are in the Pupil. Bloodsail Recruiter, Discover a Pirate. Gets the charge guy that we're going to talk about later, but I don't see a 2 mana 4/1 Discover a Pirate is that good. Uh, Smite. Smite's not in standard though, I believe, so. Bad card. 1 star. After adjacent minions, Coconut Cannoneer. After adjacent minion attacks, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. Really gonna be decent in Demon Hunter. And I can see it as a good mark for. I mean, look, I've just read it's a Jason minion, not when a pirate attacks. Has that always been like that? Am I tripping? Anyway, fuck. If it's an adjacent minion, then is that better or worse than Knife Juggler? I don't know. Knife Juggler was always fun for taking out Leroy. This guy doesn't, you know. Uh, oh god. Yeah, Coconut Cannon has gone down in my rankings. I think it's a 2 star. Drink Server. Get a random drink spell. It has 3 uses. Just put your own drink spell from your class in your deck and maybe don't have to drink server. Uh how much are we gagging for value that we want the 2/2 to then give us a random drink spell? Maybe it's good in Rogue, but fuck it. In Rogue is okay. Also in Rogue, would that not trigger your, because it has 3 uses? You play the first one and it's going to trigger your get a random treasure kind of quicker. So I'm going to go with Drink Server as a 2 stars. Travel Agent, discover a location from any class. 1 star. Locations are shit normally. Fuck it. After you use a location, gain 3 armor. 1 star. Don't need to go into that. It just is. Bumbling Bellhop. If you're holding a spell that costs 5 or more, summon a copy of this. It's going to be cool in, like, I don't know, Druid, Shaman, Mage. Yeah, not bad. 3 stars for its 3 mana and its 3/3 stats. If cards from another class, of course, 1 less. Obviously has synergy with Mage. And, sorry, Rogue, I was not what I meant to say, but yeah, Mage was in the subconscious. It's good with Mage. They generate loads of those cheap spells. They're from their own class though, so forget everything I've just said about Mage. Yeah, Rogue is gonna like this. Is it gonna like it enough? I don't think so. 1 star. Chiropractor. Give a minion 3/3 and freeze it. 1 star. Probably its best use is to freeze an enemy minion, and that's not good. Enemy cards that didn't start in the deck cost 2 more. Interesting tech choice. If anyone ever played Kazakazan again, then you just custom as a Enforcer and they can't play their 3 times 8 Pyroblast or whatever the fuck it was. You know the one I'm talking about. So I think that was 10 mana, right? Anyway, you get the idea. Very, very niche tech card. 1 star. Gorgonzormu. But boy, is this gonna be good. Get a 2-cost cheese that summons 3 cost. It's just generically good. It's almost. Do you remember how the put 2/3/3 mechs in your opponent's hand guy was just kind of played by aggro decks, played by control decks a little bit? Just a I mean, that was good because they kind of fucked up your opponent's turn a little bit. But like Gorgon on 3 has synergy with Zami Priest, as we spoke about in the Priest video. Because then you play the minions and then get an extra turn, and those minions can attack. Yeah. Gorgon Zormu, not bad. Oh, it's good in fucking Evolve as well. I think Gorgon genuinely might be a 5. Is it that detrimental to your game plan to just play a 3-mana 3/3 that puts two nice G's in your hand? It's only good if you play it early, I suppose. If you're waiting 5 turns in the late game. If you draw Zolmu on like 8, you're playing what? On 5 this to get 5 drops. Great early. Gorgon Zormu. I'm putting it 4 stars. It's got just practicality. This is the one I thought maybe earlier. When another pirate attacks you +1/+1, we're getting a lot of Demon Hunter pirates that have charge. So when it attacks, +1/+1, so I assume free it, so it's going to be a 2/2 when it attacks. Yeah, Roughhouser, 4 stars. Good for the future as well. You know, if we do see like a rogue pirate theme where like there are some pirates back here that are good at rogue, yeah, it could be good. Lamplighter, Baby Sakar. I like it a lot. It is really good for that elemental shaman. If that gets going. Lamplighter. It's like, if you're a good elemental deck, it's not going to be hard to string across like 4 or 5 elementals you played in a turn. 3 mana deal 5 is great tempo, and like if your hand is full of elemental minions, you might not have as many spells in the deck because you want to keep the chain going, and Lamplighter will help you out on that. Yeah, Lamplighter 4 stars. Can help you get across the damage as well at the end of the elemental shaman. Now I'm looking at